Life is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with surprises, setbacks, growth, and lessons. We often spend years searching for happiness, purpose, and success. But the most powerful truths of life lie not in external achievements, but in our internal growth. The truth is, life will not always be fair. It will test you, break you, and make you question your worth. But it's through those exact moments, when everything feels like it's falling apart, that you're actually being shaped into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. We live in a world where people often wear masks, where appearances seem more important than authenticity. But the real power lies in being true to yourself, embracing your flaws, and choosing growth over comfort. Life's most valuable lessons are learned in silence, in pain, in solitude, not in applause or approval. And once you stop seeking validation from others, you begin to unlock your true potential. The powerful truth of life is this: you are your greatest investment. Your mind, your habits, your choices, these define the quality of your life. So protect your energy, set boundaries, and don't let temporary situations steal your permanent peace. Life doesn't promise fairness, it promises experiences. Every hardship is a lesson, every betrayal a redirection. Instead of asking why me, start asking what is this teaching me? When you accept that setbacks are part of your growth, they become stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. The pain you resist today might carry the wisdom you need tomorrow. In a world obsessed with image, real power lies in internal transformation. Building a strong character, emotional intelligence, and self-awareness will always outweigh status or material wealth. The truth is, you take your inner self wherever you go, and if you don't work on that, no external success can truly fulfill you. Many people live a lie just to be liked. They compromise their truth to fit into roles that don't align with their soul. But real peace comes when you stop performing and start living in alignment with who you really are. The moment you stop chasing validation, you start attracting what's real. Your power grows when you no longer seek approval for being yourself. The most powerful transformations happen in isolation. So, when you're alone facing the silence, battling self-doubt, that's when your inner warrior is born. Stop fearing solitude. Embrace it. Let it sharpen your mind and strengthen your will. Those who learn to stand alone can never be broken by the crowd. Your time, your peace, and your mental space are precious. Don't waste them on people who drain you or situations that don't serve your growth. You don't owe access to everyone. The more you protect your energy, the more clarity and direction you'll find in life. The truth is simple. You are the foundation of your life. If you don't build yourself, no one else will. The habits you form, the books you read, the thoughts you feed your mind, these shape your reality. Every day, you're either building your future or delaying it. Treat yourself like your most valuable project, because you are. One of the hardest truths we face in life is that fairness is not guaranteed. We grow up with the belief that if we work hard, are kind to others, and follow the rules, life will reward us accordingly. But reality often unfolds differently. Good people suffer, sacrifices go unnoticed, and effort doesn't always bring immediate results. This disconnect between expectation and reality can be disheartening, even crushing. But within that pain lies one of life's most powerful teachings. Life doesn't operate on a scorecard system. It isn't a game where everyone plays by the same rules. Sometimes you'll see people win who didn't deserve it and others lose who did everything right. But rather than becoming bitter or resentful, we must choose a higher path, the path of growth. Life, with all its unpredictability, is not punishing us. It is educating us. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every loss is not the end of something, but the beginning of something deeper inside you. Think about it. Our most meaningful growth rarely comes from the easy moments. When everything is going well, there is little need to reflect or change. It's in the struggle that we are shaped. It's when life throws us off balance that we discover who we really are. That moment when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, when the world feels like it's against you, when nothing seems to make sense, that's when life is whispering the loudest. There is more for you to learn. There is more within you to unlock. Life's unfairness reveals your strength. It tests your patience, your resilience, your ability to keep your integrity when you have every reason to give up. And slowly, as you endure, as you keep going even without applause or support, you begin to transform. You realize that fairness may not always show up, but wisdom, strength, and clarity always do if you're willing to pay attention. This understanding is what separates those who stay stuck from those who rise. While one person may become a victim of unfairness, another will use the same pain to awaken something powerful within them. The choice is yours, not to control what happens, but to control how you respond and what you learn. In today's world, appearances are often celebrated more than authenticity. Social media showcases filtered lives, staged happiness, and highlight reels that rarely reflect the struggles behind the scenes. We're constantly exposed to images of success, cars, houses, fashion, followers, and it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that outer beauty, status, or wealth define a person's worth. But one of the most powerful truths of life is this: without inner growth, outer success is hollow. A beautiful face can't heal a broken soul. A luxury car can't compensate for emotional emptiness. 1,000 followers can't replace genuine self-respect. We live in a time where it's easy to appear successful, but much harder to be fulfilled. That's because true peace, confidence, and strength come from within. They come from emotional maturity, mental discipline, strong values, and self-awareness. Qualities that can't be bought or borrowed, only built through deep inner work. Inner growth is about learning how to handle rejection without losing your sense of worth. It's about managing your emotions in the face of stress, maintaining your values when no one is watching, and choosing growth over comfort even when it's painful. It's looking in the mirror and being proud of the person you are, not just the one you present to the world. While others may spend their time polishing the surface, those who focus on inner development are building something unshakable. A calm mind in chaos, a kind heart in cruelty, a purpose that doesn't depend on praise. These are the qualities that create long-term fulfillment and lasting impact, not the applause of the crowd or the number in your bank account. The truth is, external success is easy to measure, but internal success is what sustains you. When everything else is stripped away, when the lights go off, the applause fades, and you're left alone with your thoughts, who you are on the inside is what truly matters. You could lose everything tomorrow, your job, your reputation, your possessions. But if you've cultivated strength within, you'll still have the tools to rebuild and rise again. One of the deepest and most dangerous traps people fall into is the constant chase for approval. From a young age, we're conditioned to seek validation from parents, teachers, friends, and eventually society. We learn to adjust our behavior, tone down our personality, hide our flaws, and even betray our own truth just to be accepted or liked. But living for the approval of others is a silent prison, and the cost is your authenticity. Authenticity is not just about being honest, it's about being aligned. It means your thoughts, words, and actions reflect who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. It's easy to act a certain way when you know it will be approved by others. It's far harder to speak your truth, pursue your passion, or make decisions that might make you unpopular, misunderstood, or even rejected. But that's where true power lies. When you're authentic, you may lose people, but you'll find yourself. You stop living through the lens of others' opinions and start defining your own standards. You realize that being liked by everyone is not only impossible, but irrelevant. Not everyone is meant to understand you, support you, or walk with you. And that's okay. Because when you let go of the need for validation, you make space for freedom. Your authenticity doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're real. You embrace your imperfections, your contradictions, your evolving self. You stop apologizing for taking up space, for dreaming big, for having opinions that challenge the norm. And in doing so, you attract the kind of people, opportunities, and energy that align with your true self, not the mask you used to wear. The more you choose authenticity, the stronger your inner foundation becomes. You begin to trust yourself more. Your decisions become clearer. Your peace deepens. You're no longer constantly second-guessing yourself or living in fear of judgment. Instead, you begin to live a life of purpose because it's not rooted in performance, it's rooted in truth. In a world that celebrates constant connection, hustle, and visibility, solitude is often misunderstood. People associate being alone with weakness, isolation, or loneliness. But there's a profound difference between loneliness and chosen solitude. While loneliness feels like emptiness, solitude is a sacred space, a crucible where your greatest personal transformation occurs. And when paired with struggle, it becomes one of life's most powerful teachers. The truth is, struggle is not a punishment. It's a refining process. It strips away illusions, removes distractions, and forces you to confront who you truly are beneath all the noise. In the midst of difficulty, you come face to face with your raw self, your doubts, your insecurities, your wounds. And while that may feel uncomfortable, it's also where real strength is forged. When everything is stripped away, what remains is your foundation. And that foundation becomes stronger the more you endure. Solitude gives you space to hear your own thoughts clearly, to reconnect with your inner voice without the influence of others. It allows you to step back from external pressures and expectations so you can focus on building inner resilience. In silence, you begin to notice the patterns that hold you back, the wounds that need healing, and the untapped power lying dormant inside of you. Struggles amplify that process. They test the very limits of your emotional and mental endurance. They push you to your edge, demanding either collapse or evolution. And if you choose the latter, the growth is immeasurable. History is filled with examples of great individuals who were shaped in isolation, who emerged from dark seasons with renewed clarity, vision, and strength. They didn't escape the struggle, they embraced it. They allowed the hardship to carve wisdom into their character, to replace entitlement with gratitude, and to turn pain into purpose. It's in those silent, difficult seasons when no one claps for you, no one checks in, and no one understands what you're going through, that you cultivate unshakable strength. You learn to stand tall without support, to keep going without applause, and to believe in yourself even when doubt surrounds you. And this kind of strength, the one forged in fire and silence, is not temporary. It stays with you for life. Your energy is your life force. It determines the quality of your thoughts, your decisions, your emotions, and ultimately, your destiny. Yet too many people give it away carelessly, spending it on toxic relationships, endless distractions, meaningless arguments, and environments that drain rather than nourish. We live in an age of overstimulation and constant noise, and if you're not fiercely intentional about protecting your energy, you'll find yourself exhausted, overwhelmed, and disconnected from your true self. Protecting your energy begins with awareness. You must start to notice how people, places, conversations, and habits affect you. Ask yourself who makes you feel uplifted and who leaves you mentally and emotionally depleted. What habits give you clarity and peace, and which ones cloud your focus and rob you of focus and rob you of joy? Once you become conscious of these patterns, you gain the power to shift them. Not everyone deserves access to you. Just because someone is family, a friend, or a co-worker doesn't mean they have the right to drain your spirit. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They don't push people away, they protect your peace. Saying a no is not rude, it's responsible. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying a no to something that could. Energy leaks also come from internal sources, negative thoughts, self-doubt, guilt, comparison, procrastination. These silent thieves may seem small in the moment, but over time, they drain your vitality. You can spend an entire day doing nothing physically exhausting and still feel completely worn out because your mind has been battling itself. Protecting your energy also means managing your inner world with as much discipline as your outer one. Additionally, it's important to audit how you start and end your day. The first hour of your morning sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. If you immediately scroll through social media, check notifications, or allow anxiety to flood in, you've already handed your energy over to external chaos. The same goes for your evenings. How you wind down affects the quality of your rest and your emotional reset for the next day. The people you surround yourself with matter more than you realize. Energy is contagious, whether it's calm or chaos. Being around constant negativity, gossip, victim mentalities, or unmotivated individuals will slowly wear you down. But being around those who are focused, kind, and growing will naturally pull you forward. You don't have to announce your boundaries, just live them. Distance yourself from what drains you and stay close to what inspires you. One of the most overlooked yet life-changing truths is that your mind, your habits, your time, your energy are your most valuable asset. Yet most people spend their lives investing in everything but themselves. They pour time into distractions, energy into drama, money into appearances, and attention into other people's opinions, while neglecting their own growth, health, and peace of mind. But if you truly want to transform your life, the first investment must always be inward. You are the one constant in every chapter of your life. Jobs will change, relationships will come and go, external conditions will rise and fall, but you remain. That means the quality of your life is not determined by what you have, but by who you are. A strong mindset, emotional stability, discipline, and self-awareness will carry you through storms that external success can never prepare you for. When you choose to invest in yourself, you begin to build a foundation that is unshakable. Every book you read, every hour you spend learning a new skill, every morning you choose discipline over comfort, that's an investment with lifelong returns. Even the small habits, getting enough rest, eating well, practicing gratitude, setting goals, compound over time and shape your future. The results may not show up overnight, but the person you become in the process is where the true value lies. Self-investment also means healing from your past, confronting your fears, and learning to manage your emotions rather than being ruled by them. It's not always about productivity or progress. It's about depth. Knowing yourself deeply, honoring your values, and living in alignment with your purpose gives you an internal compass that can navigate any challenge life throws at you. You must also be mindful of where your time and attention go. Time is a currency you never get back. Every hour spent on mindless scrolling, unhealthy relationships, or worrying about things outside your control is an hour taken from your own evolution. When you start to treat your time like gold, you begin to value yourself on a whole new level. Another form of investment is your environment. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset more than you may realize. Surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, support your growth, and reflect your higher self is one of the most powerful investments you can make. Though, you become the average of the people you consistently interact with, so choose wisely. In the